What is up, Pyromaniacs? Pyrostase is here, and we are starting kind of a new series. It's going to be called Moo, and then the name of the game. And that stands for my opinion on, and in this case, it's going to be Victor Vran. So, Victor Vran, this is a brand new game that has just come out on Steam. This game is, I don't know, I want to say it's got a lot of similarities to like Diablo, which is kind of the thing that you'll probably notice like right off the bat. But then it's got a lot more depth than Diablo does. Like Diablo, you just run around, you just click, and that's pretty much all there is. Whereas with this game, you've actually got some tactics. You've got a dodge. You've got some different moves. You've got timings. Like Diablo, you push a button and a fireball or a death orb or whatever goes out. With this one, you've got to get the timing just right on certain skills, which definitely makes the gameplay a lot more fun. Now, this is kind of a first impressions video. However, as you can see in the bottom left-hand corner, I've already played 2 hours and 20 minutes, give or take, of this, and I am level 11. Most of these videos will be like this, where I'll have put in just enough time to kind of get a feel for the game, so I'm not completely stupid when it comes around to playing with it. And then, we'll just kind of tweak it and we'll go from there. So what we've got here is... this is the save that I was playing earlier today with the stream. So we've done basically the first area, and we're going to kind of just walk around and kind of give you a little bit of some of the basics. Now, one of the things to notice is right off the bat, you're going to notice people are talking. As far as I know, there's no way for me to turn that off. I don't think. There may actually be a way to go through and turn that off. I would really like to turn that off, but unfortunately, I don't know if there's an option to do so, which I really think there should be an option to turn that off because, not everybody on the internet is nice and friendly. Game visibility invite only, chat room players. Can I just turn this off? So apparently not. Oh, options. Exit chat room on start. Yes, we want to turn that on. There we go. So we have exited the chat room on start. Hopefully we won't get any more pop-ups like that. That might be good, if you've got small children and you're playing a game where you're running around and vigorously teabagging the hell out of monsters, but you never know. You might not want your kids seeing something. So it's okay to dismember a monster, but it's not okay for you to, see boobies or hear strong language. Anyways, this is the main hub. This is kind of where you get to not too far into the game. Right over here is something called transmutation. Obviously, I'm not level 16, so I haven't gotten into that, but this is some form of combining items. Specifically, these crates that I've got right here. You can actually combine these with transmutations to kind of level them up and get better items. So you start off with, just one crate and you get, X item. And then if you combine a certain number of them, I don't know how many, you kind of, I guess, upgrade the crate. And I guess over time you can kind of chain upgrade crates and things along those lines until you get better crates. This old dude right here is just your standard trade merchant. Now this guy, he seems to have basic kind of low tier weapons. Now, unfortunately, there is a lady over here who's usually around. Unfortunately, she's not been kidnapped. She just disappeared. But you can see all the weapons and stuff that she's got here. She's the one that usually has the nice weapons. Unfortunately, as you can see, she's not here. These usually, well, that's a quest merchant. And this guy, he sells Destiny cards. Now, these Destiny cards, this is a very interesting system. And this is part of the customization system. With this allows you to kind of tweak your character how you see fit. So down here, you can see right here, I've got 10 Destiny points. As you level up, you get more Destiny points. These allow you to use more cards. So for instance, down here, you can see I've got 4, 3, and 3. 4 plus 3 plus 3 is 10. See, you're learning math with Pyro. Well, that right there maxes out my Destiny points and I can't go over. So I couldn't have it a 4 and a 4 and a 3, but I could have a 4 and a 4 and a 2 or any, variation thereof that hits 10. I've also got another slot over here, which we'll get into in a minute and talk about the demon powers. But let's just focus on the cards for now. So these cards, what are they? Well, as you can see, holding your cursor over this, they have specific attributes or abilities. So for instance, this one causes an explosion on an overkill. So it does 200 damage AoE. This one right here, every time I do a kill, I get healed for 200 health, which is kind of nice. And then this one right here is 7% lifesteal with weapon attack. So anytime I hit something, 7% of the damage done. So for every 100 points of damage, I get 7 hit points, which in all honesty really isn't that much considering, you know, you're not hitting for thousands of damage. But if you were to hit for thousands of damage, that might actually be a decent amount. These will obviously change over time, and a lot of them have upgrades. So I was going to try and see if I could find one that actually is upgraded. Unfortunately, unless I'm just completely blind, I'm not seeing any that have like a tier 1 attribute and then beyond. But they do, well, here you go. There's the Slayer. This is a tier 2 and this one's tier 4. So each of these you can see as they kind of ramp up. We had some earlier levels of the Moon. And there's a variety of different attributes. You know, you can get them where they increase range damage. You can get them where they do melee damage. There's all sorts of abilities and builds here. The other one here is, you'll notice I have the Vigilante's outfit. Now, at the moment, I can't really swap this one out, but when you start this game, there's 3 types of classes. There's one that basically is balanced. This one is a crit build, where basically, as you can see right there, critical hits grant 150% more overdrive. Normal attacks no longer grant overdrive. So basically, to get overdrive, you have to get crits. And we'll kind of go into that in a minute, because you're probably thinking, well, that seems kind of weird. I mean, how do you guarantee crits? Well, there's actually some ways to do that, and we'll cover that here in a minute. Overdrive is, if you're familiar with League of Legends, kind of consider that like your ultimate ability. You know, basically, you fill this bar up. Once it gets to the top, you get to use your demon powers. Now, right now, I only have 1. Eventually, I'll have 2. At level 14, we get a second one. And basically, these demon powers, which you can see right over here. I guess I'll have to tab over to get there. There we go. I don't have any at the moment. The demon powers, actually, yeah, I do. There they are. Whoops, wrong tab. These are chests. The demon powers here, each of these have different perks. So right now I've got one that basically throws out shockwaves, knocks things back, and then cripples them, so slows them down. Since I'm playing mainly a ranged character, things that create distance and allow me to kite are definitely preferred, because, you know, you don't want to be in the thick of things. And most of mine are designed around that type of setup in mind. So, you know, I've got one that basically, if you're familiar with Dota, Keeper of the Void, I believe it is, Chrono, oh, I forget his name. Anyways, he's one of the hard carries, and basically he deploys this shield and he just bitch slaps the hell out of things. Well, this one's kind of a play off of that one. Basically, it throws out a 50% snare around there. It lasts for almost 9 seconds and basically cuts everything down 50% speed, which is kind of nice. Kind of nice. Haven't played with that one yet, but you know, if I was dealing with a lot of fast-moving creatures or a lot of projectile mobs, I can basically drop that down and use it to kind of get a little bit more time in between projectiles. That becomes important in certain instances because there's challenges, which we'll get into here in a second, and it gives you something else to focus on in gameplay. Then you have your consumables up here. These can be used, like I've got one for healing, and this one is a bomb. It basically does 500 damage in an area of effect around me at 7 meters. And then finally, you have 2 weapon slots. Currently, I am using a vicious shotgun and a lightning gun. Now, you have a variety of different weapons in this game that you can get. It just kind of depends on your preference. One of the other nice things about this, as opposed to Diablo, is you can rotate the camera. So, you know, if you're not happy with, you know, one aspect, you can turn it around, which in a lot of times can be really useful. You also have a few other options, which we'll kind of get into here in a second. This is your stash. If you're familiar with Diablo, that's your stash. And this lady up here is the queen. She's the queen bee. You talk to her to kind of move the storylines and stuff along, and it's kind of helpful. Now, this little area here, this little spot, that's your map. That's kind of where you go to trigger everything. One other thing I wanted to show you guys is the jump. You'll notice that I can actually jump in this game, which is kind of cool. On top of that, if I can, whoops, I'm going to try and make this work because there's a lot of NPCs here. Did you see I jumped off that wall? So you can actually jump off of walls, and you can actually kind of like daisy chain it back and forth. And this allows you to reach heights that you wouldn't normally. So not only are levels isometric like this, but sometimes they're vertical and there's secrets hidden around. So sometimes you have to jump up off of a wall and go over. Some really interesting stuff. Anyways, one other thing before we get into gameplay I wanted to show you guys is the roll. You're going to notice here that you can roll in any direction. I am playing with a controller. I don't know the PC controllers, but with the Xbox, it's just L1 and the direction. So you can basically roll. This allows you to basically dodge attacks and gives you pretty much a significant combat improvement over Diablo in that you've kind of got an active roll. Now, some classes in Diablo, like the Demon Hunter and things like those, they have a roll type mechanism if you get the certain skill, but it's not like this. You can't just chain roll. In this one, you can chain roll, and then sometimes you have to. We'll kind of get into why in a little bit. Also, let's go over the two different weapon types that we've got at the moment. You can switch back and forth between these two weapons by just tapping R. R1, I think it is. It's the top right bumper. So you can see right here, I've got the lightning gun, and then right here, I've got the shotgun. And you'll notice in the bottom, you switch back and forth between these very quickly. Each one of these has its own special abilities. There are quite a few different weapons. You can come in here and pull up the weapons, and you can basically see what all of the different weapon types do, what their abilities are. And different areas require you to use different weapons to unlock different challenges. Which we'll get into here in a second. So that's, well, there's the lightning little bomb. You can see I'm now electrocuted. You can use this on monsters. Once they're electrocuted, a lot of your other things trigger off of them. And I'll kind of showcase that in a bit, maybe. I'm not a big fan of the electrical gun. I do use it sometimes, but the shotgun's kind of my bread and butter. Anyways, you're going to see these little pentagram-looking things all over the place. You can kind of see, as I'm moving the cursor around, you'll see these little stars pop up and kind of display. And you may be wondering what those are. Well, those are basically the challenges that you have. So each area is going to have its own challenges that you have to do. Well, you don't have to do them, but they're an option. They give you money, they give you XP. Think of them as quests that are alternate to the main quest, like in Diablo and other games, you usually get a series of quests. In this one, you have the main storyline, and you have challenges. I haven't seen any offshoot quests. It mainly is the main storyline. So you basically pick your area. And the nice thing about this is the maps are actually kind of accurate. If you look down here, this little area right here is the first main zone. It's huge, and the actual game itself is like that. It's a very large area. You can actually see all of those little spots there in the actual game, which is kind of cool. Anyways, one other thing, you'll notice in the bottom left-hand corner, we have 23 of 205. That is 23 challenges out of 205 challenges that are complete. I think, yeah, right here in Weeping Halls, I didn't get all the challenges done in that one. I didn't get all the challenges in Sepulchre of the Damned. Some of those challenges are tricky. Some of them require you to do certain skill-based things, which we'll get into here in just a second. So let's go take a look at the hunting grounds. This is a new area, haven't been here. Now remember I was talking about challenges. Top left corner of your screen, you're going to see the list of challenges. There are 5 challenges here, and you'll notice they correspond to 5 stars in the top right. Below that, you're also going to see secrets. It says secrets 0 of 8. That means this zone will have 8 hidden areas with 8 chests. Now, sometimes these hidden areas are very hidden and require you to go through an invisible wall, require you to jump over, some kind of structure. You have to be very careful as you move through levels and kind of look. Now, unlike some areas, you can usually kind of tell, and sometimes the game will even give you an audible cue. You have kind of a voice that's in your head, and sometimes he'll mention when you're near one. We may or may not find one in this. So let's look at the challenge. Slay Champions 0-5. That one should be easy. Slay Essence of Fire with ranged attacks. That's good because we're using shotguns. Find Secrets 0-4. It wants me to find 4 of the 8 secrets. That one might be harder. Slay Demon Spiders. Not really a big deal. Slay Essences of Rock with melee attacks. That one might be a little bit more difficult because I haven't used any of the melee abilities. So basically when I see an Essence of Rock, I need to swap over to my melee skills and use it, which means we need to swap out weapons. So one sec, we've hit the ground, let's swap over. We have a couple different options here. We have 21 to 47, we've got 21 to 47, and then we have, whoops, there we go, sorry. 21 to 47, gold cost increased 4 times, while equipped, find 28% more items. So it's basically like a magic find. We have the hammer, does 65 to 78 damage, but has basically no upgrades and no benefits. And then over here we have 28 to 49. So This one is interesting, but I actually haven't used the Gilded Sword of Luck. I don't believe I've used swords yet, so we're going to go ahead and swap that one out. So now we have both a sword and we have the shotgun. Now I'm familiar with the shotgun, so I can go over that one with you guys once we get in game, but let's look at the weapon. So when you swap to a new weapon, you get a whole new set of skills, and these skills usually have some form of synergy, i.e. you want to use them back to back. So for instance, let's go over the shotguns. Shotgun, you have your basic fire attack. Basic attack that hits a single enemy. Time the attacks correctly to inflict the vulnerable condition to the target. Next attack on this target, when it's vulnerable, will score a crit. Aim shot. Single target, recharges whenever an enemy is killed with a shotgun. And then you have point blank, multiple targets, shoots targets, or short range attack, knocks back all enemies in front of you, applies speed buff, and movement and attack speeds are increased by 30%. So basically, point blank is going to give you a 33% haste, which is awesome, but it's on a 12-second cooldown. Aim shot is your big killer, but it's on a long cooldown unless you kill something with a shotgun, in which case it instantaneously recharges. And then you have fire, which basically, if it says if you shoot correctly, then it inflicts vulnerability. So basically, if you're fighting a hard monster, you want to hit it with fire. Once it's vulnerable, then you hit it with aim shot. Now, remember earlier when I was telling you that unlike Diablo, this game has a little bit more strategy to it in the combat system? Well, with fire, if you're familiar with... I guess the easiest way to look at it is Gears of War. Remember Gears of War when you reloaded your gun and you had that little bar that would scroll across, and then if you reloaded at the perfect moment, you would get like a speed bonus and you'd slap that clip in faster and then you'd be good to go. Whereas if you screwed it up, then it might take you a little bit longer to reload the gun, and there might have been some other bonuses. I don't remember. I haven't played Gears of War in a long time, but you get the idea. It's basically a timing thing. Well, this one's a little bit easier than that, in that you basically want to pull the trigger every time the ability refreshes. And I'll show this to you here in just a second once we get into game, but it's a little challenging to do when you first get into the game, and the more time you spend with it, the easier it gets. Sorry that Skype just popped up like that. Let's go ahead and turn that back off. For some reason, my Skype continuously turns itself on. I don't know why. All right, so since we're going to be using a sword, let's look at this. A chain of basic attacks that hit multiple enemies. The third attack inflicts the vulnerable condition to your enemies. Next attack on this target will score a crit. Slash knocks back a single enemy, will automatically recharge when you crit an enemy. So basically, it's the same thing as the shotgun. We want to use the sword hack to light them up, slash to finish them off, which will redo slash and allow us to just basically chain slash if we're good. And then dash, a single target attack that will inflict daze upon your opponent whenever you score a critical hit. All nearby enemies will get the daze condition as well. So basically, you want to daze one, then crit it, and you'll kill it. Sounds interesting. Sounds interesting. So let's get into the game and let's see what we got. So first off, we're going to start with the shotgun.
You're looking for your delicious little girlfriend. Oh, that's so sweet.
That is the voice in your head. That is the voice in your head, and he sometimes gives you tense. So, see that vulnerability went off? It takes a little practice, but it's pretty easy to get off. Basically, you've got to time it, and it's going to be hard for me to show you guys. But you basically have to time it to where that you trigger it as soon as the ability scrolls back up through the top. So let's see if we can't get a few more kills. All right, sometimes those are the type of things that you can blow open or get through. So let's see. That's Essence of Fire. Vulnerable. There we go. You see how I'm chaining that? Makes it easy. Takes a little bit of getting used to, but it works out. And then you've got your active dodge. Now that's Essence of Earth. So this guy we're going to want to kill. Okay. Whoa. Daze? There we go. So it's 3 hits and then it goes vulnerable. So 1, 2. No, that didn't do it. Wait for it to clear. 1, 2, 3. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it did do it. Okay. Interesting. So basically, I need to 1, 2, 3, then use... So X 3 times, then B, then Y. There's another Essence of Rock. 1, 2, 3. Ah, I missed him. So the melee combat's, at least in my opinion, not the most entertaining of stuff, at least with this sword. Some of the other melee options are a lot cooler. I personally enjoy the hell out of the shotgun combat, which once we complete this little quest here, we can get into. Alright, so what's in this chest? Deadly skeleton. Good God, how many of them are there? Alright, let's take a gander over here, see if there's anything. Looks like we're hitting an invisible wall here, so they don't want us going into the water. Apparently the water is bad. Let's make sure there's nothing over here. Yep, nothing, we can go that way. Why did I just hear something make a loud noise over there? Alright, so you can see that we've gone through some of the challenges. So we basically only have to kill... I have to kill essences of fire with ranged attacks, and I have essences of rock with melee. So we need to get 6 more essences of rock. We're going to switch back to melee, or ranged. And these are essence of fire and essence of rock. So we're going to take the fire out.
To take the west road. Give my regards to the hangman.
Okay, he's down. Swap over.
Haven't had the chance to hang out with him for a while now.
Whoa! Oh, he stunned me. Not nice. There we go. Now you're down. Whoa! Alright, so does that count as 3 extra or just 1? Okay, it looks like just 1. That's fine. Alright, back to shotgun. That's essence of fire. God dang it. Gotta get back into my roll of things. There we go. Alright, what do we have over here? Is this earth or... yeah, that's essence of rock. At least I don't have to time this one. This one's just 3 attacks in a row. Oh dear God. He beat the hell out of me. There we go. Now the combat may seem a little dull just looking at it from here. You guys can't quite see all of the... whoa! There we go. Oh, I think they're done. It's all about timing. Some people will find timing and things like that interesting. Other people may not. You notice that overkill effect is triggering? Basically what that's doing is it's killing the target so what? It's killing the target so effectively that you're doing drastically more damage than was needed to kill the thing. It's what triggers all the little bonus effects that I'm using. Deadly skeletons, son of a bitch. Alright, so that's 2 of them. That's fine. Roll out. Oh God. Okay, you've noticed how I've re-killed, so now we've reset the thing. 1, 2, 3. Basically using the skeletons to reset my other ability. God dang it. Oh, I was trying to. Didn't work out so well. That's what I get for not using melee for 12 levels. There we go. Good God, these things are nasty. But that's one of the things that it kind of makes this game a little bit different than some of the others is you do have to actually learn the different combat methods, and since I haven't spent any time with melee, I suck at it. I'm absolutely awful. Yeah, there we go. See how I chained that though? Unlike, you know, some of the other games, you when you can get your timing attacks done with this class, which is hard when you're trying to run away. Oh god. Let's just kill them all. How does that sound? Wait, is that friendly? No? I'm thinking not. Okay. Who the hell was that guy? There we go. One of the other cool things about this is you can spam this attack. Let me see if I can get that pulled off for you guys. Those are like shrines. If you play Diablo, you're familiar with them. Oh, he went down quick. There we go. Alright, so there's our level up. Level 12. Hexes are special items that allow you to customize the game difficulty. Each hex changes the gameplay in a unique way. If you seek a greater challenge, activate a hex from your inventory. Okay. So, and these are the special abilities that you get. I don't really want any of those, so we're just going to take the setup there. Now, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hexes now. I'm assuming these are things I can activate. So, let's do it right. Hex of Malice. Monsters hit for 50% more damage and cause cripple for 2 seconds on crit. 10% increased XP. Find 5% more items. Now, it's interesting that it has above it has the 5 stars. So I'm assuming at a certain point, you get a benefit for that. All right. Victor Vran loses health periodically. 10% EXP gained and 5% more items. Wow. So that between these two, that's 20% more EXP, 10% more items. Monsters gain 120 armor and regeneration. 10% XP. Good God. Monsters move and attack faster. 10% increased XP and 5% more items. Holy shit. Some monsters become champions. Tyrant champions are not counted towards challenges. 10%. Good God. So let's have a little fun with this just to see if I can even survive. So we'll pick this one. And I'm going to skip on that one because I don't... Well, I have the overkill. I ought to be able to handle that. That's going to be tough, but I think I can handle that as well. Why not? Let's just activate them all, just for shits and giggles. So at the current time, we have 50% more EXP and 25% more items gained. Now, oh dear God, this is going to be nasty. This is going to be nasty. All right, we're going to have to use some of our special ability for this one. I'm pretty sure. Whoa. Okay, these are essence. Oh God. Damn it. Oh boy. Jesus. Whoa. There we go. And you see that right there? We got... Oh, crap. Oh, Jesus. Because we completed a challenge... Good night. Die. Dear Lord. Anyways, because we completed a challenge, some stuff dropped for us. So that gave us a pretty decent amount of items. I think it was gold there, or was it EXP? That may have been EXP. You can notice we've already leveled up again. We had just leveled. So congratulations, your health pool has increased, allowing you to endure more damage. All right, let's select that. Now we have some cards that we can do. In addition to your ability, you will gain bonus item on each level. Blah, blah, blah. All right, so we have the Divine Moon. That's level 2. Not so much caring about that. Causes a frost explosion on crit. That actually is not too shabby. The Rogue, we don't care. Well, that's 10% crit, actually. That is kind of nice. Lowers the cooldown of consumables. Don't care about that. we're going to go with this because we need the crit chance. And I think we're pretty much close to maxed out anyway. And I just realized we only have the ability to have 3 cards right now anyway. So that card's basically wasted. I mean, it's not. We can use it later on, but we're going to hold off on it for the moment. All right, so how are we doing on the challenges? I still need to get 2 more rock things killed, and we're done with the range. So as long as we kill 2 more rocks, we can go back to using shotgun pretty much primarily. That one we can kill with... Whoa, drop those guys. Whoa! That kind of burns. Alright, he's down. Ish. Alright, we need that rock guy. There you are. What's up, buddy? How you doing? Don't mind if I stun you real quick, do ya? Whoa! Alright, he's down. I don't know if I have to actually kill these guys with it or not. We'll make sure we don't. Alright, swapping. Oh, that's a champ. Whoa! Pop in a heal. Keep going, buddy. Wow, I got like a bunch of crits in a row there. Yeah, not missing it. Whoa! Holy crap. Alright, let's pick this up. I like this difficulty. Oh, by the way, the hardcore version of this game, or maybe not hardcore, I don't know if hardcore is the right word, but I think that's what they call it. The hardcore version of this game does basically run in this mode all the time. Oh my god, that hurts! So, you literally can't... Oh god. You literally can't deactivate the hexes. Now, I personally can deactivate the hexes anytime I want. No! There we go. There's our money. Now we're done. I missed out of it. God dang it. There we go. All about the timing. All about the timing. And that's what's so tricky about this. And that's why the combat is so much more fun than like Diablo's, because you actually have to think about what you're doing. Whereas with Diablo, you're just, I'm just pushing a button. I mean, I can literally play Diablo while freaking watching TV, you know, and it really isn't going to hurt my performance all that much. This seems like a decent improvement. The difference is I'm going to lose a lot of critical damage, but I'm going to get 15% critical chance. So we're going to go ahead and take this. It may not be the best option. Holy crap. See those chain crits? I say as I screw it up. All bragging and shit. Oh, I rolled out of that. Oh, bad timing. There we go. Whew, what a challenge. I do like these debuffs. Now I'm curious if like over time we start getting, Because we've got 36 monster kills with all of them on. I'm assuming that over time, they will slowly level up. Now the question is, with each star that I get, do they become more challenging? Whoa! There we go. Where you going, little guy? Boom, baby. Whoa! Okay. Note to self. Oh, what the hell? Oh, that's a tier 3 rogue card. Ah! The burning! Dear God. That's a tier 3 rogue card. Holy crap. Wowzas. Where is it? I thought it was. There it is. Yes. 30% chance to crit. Alright, so which one do we want to replace down here? 200 health on kills. Cause an explosion on overkill. I think we're going to go ahead and take this over you. That puts us at 180% crit chance right here. I believe? No. 40% crit chance. Okay, 180% crit damage. I'm assuming if I take this one off... Yes, 40 and 180. So at least I know which one I've got now. Let's flip back over to the lightning gun. I did want to show you guys that. All right, so 40% crit chance now with this gun. Question is that enough? Ooh. All right, we gotta get this big daddy down. Bye-bye. Whoa. Whoa. Not cool, bro. Not cool. What is that? Okay, that's an egg. Got another lightning gun. There we go. Are they all dead? Alright, let's check that lightning gun. Alright, so lightning gun here is what? 4157. Critical chance, or critical damage increased by 62%. This one's got 65%. So, nah. We'll stick with the one we got. Now, I do want to show you guys this one real quick, just for shits and giggles. Look at that. Oh! Didn't see the little ball of doom. Oh, dear God. Switching. I'm not good with that one. Good God. Give myself speed. Okay. Some nasty little fire things. That's because these are the champs. Alright, down he goes. Good God. Yeah, another shotgun? Are you kidding me? Dude, they are just peppering me with these things. Yeah, garbage. Thank you. Come on. There we go. You gonna blow up or something? Don't blow up on me. Jesus Christ. Oh, this is a massive amount. Here we go. Now, I haven't shown you guys the God ability yet. Notice how it blew up everything? As long as I keep killing something, I can chain the number 2. I call it number 2. It's actually Y. God dang it. Get in range. There we go. As long as you continuously kill something with that, you can keep spamming it. You'll notice there I didn't kill something, so I've lost it now. And now it's refreshed. So usually you hit hard enough to just continuously chain kill things. But apparently I didn't do so on that time. didn't do so there. Now, one of the other things I wanted to show you guys before we kind of move on is in the maps and challenges down here, you notice that we have Slay Champions 2 of 5. If we continue to progress through the zone, we'll eventually find the other two. You'll notice that we came in from here, so this is our quest objective. There are 4 side objectives here. Sometimes you can get into these, sometimes you can't. Sometimes it requires different things to do. You can at any point in time restart the area. Sometimes these areas do require you to basically, for instance, kill 50 monsters without taking damage. If you take damage, you just come up here, you click restart area, and it will restart the area, respawns all of the monsters, all of the bosses, and everything, just like you would in Diablo or something along those lines if you left the area, and you have to restart it. However, you remember a minute ago, Slay Champions, that one reset, whereas Find Secrets didn't. Now, the reason Find Secrets didn't is secrets do not reset.
You are looking for your delicious little girlfriend. Oh,
Yeah.
that's so sweet.
You're a dick. Dick.
I'll help you find the doll.
Yeah, I don't think so. Anyways, so secrets don't respawn. So even if you find the secret again, which you should be able to do pretty easily, it will not drop an item. Now, it will give you gold, which is fine, but it's not going to give you whatever cool item you got the first time. There we go. So keep that in mind. However, you can use it to chain kill bosses. So if you know there's a champion or something along those lines in here, then you can just chain kill that one over and over again, and you'll continuously get something from that. Now, it may not be as nice of an item as you got the first time, but it's still a decent item. One other thing I did want to show you guys, because I forgot to mention it, you notice in the bottom right-hand corner, the little yellow bar that's filling up. Well, it will fill up as soon as I get some crits again. Hang on. There we go. See how it's filling up? That's where you get your demon power from. Then you can trigger it. There we go. Bada boom, bada bang. And that's how you do that. So you can get those. Those are the, I've got the triple pulse that knocks everything back and gives them slowness. Remember I was telling you guys about the Faceless Void time slowing ability you can get. There's one that's catered around melee damage. It just kind of depends on what you're into. I'm still not good at doing the rolls. Getting my timing right. Okay, dodge that though. Very proud of myself on that. Goodbye. What? Holy crap! He has a buff on. Did you see that little circle around? That's an actual demon ability. That drains health. That's pretty nasty. That's pretty nasty. So we're gonna head back to the hub real quick. In here, one other thing I want to show you, you guys can buy and sell items just like you normally would. You pull up the trade, you can drag the stuff that you don't want over here, and then if you decide, hey, I want that back, you can buy it back as long as you don't leave the area. So pretty good stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much it for Victor Vran. There is online mode. I don't know how many players it is. I want to say it's at least 2 players. I know it's at least 2-player cooperative. I want to say it's 4-player. One of the other cool things about this, though, is it is cross-platform. So I believe this is coming out for PlayStation and maybe Xbox. When it does, you'll be able to play cross-platform. So that will be kind of cool. That will be kind of cool. So I'm looking forward to that. But anyways, that's about it for Victor Vran. So you can get the game right now for $17.99 on Steam. $19.99 is going to be the regular price. In my opinion, for $19, this game is an absolute steal. I definitely recommend it. So my opinion on this game is it's definitely worth your money. You definitely should get it if you like this type of gameplay. Give it a shot and see what you think. As for me personally, I plan on playing the hell out of it on stream. It may not make it onto YouTube because it's kind of one of those games that is a blast to play. It's good to stream, but not the most fun to watch on a Let's Play because a lot of it's just me working on getting crits over and over and over again. But definitely a hell of a lot of fun to play. So anyways, let me know what you guys think about this game in the comment section below. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Do you think this might be something that you would enjoy playing? Let me know your comments down there in the comments section. As always, if you did like this video or just want to support me, please slap that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next clip.